Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we have with us a very special guest. This is Veronica, and she is going to help us do a little nail art today. Today for the nail art we are going to be recreating this design, the vine leaf design. We are going to be using Dippsters Hema-free gel. We're going to be using Emerald City. We're going to be using Dragon, and we're going to be using Frenchie. So, as you know, I love all these dips. They are great. Let me grab my brushes, because we're going to be using really 3 different kinds of brushes. And the ones I'm using are from Beetles. We have not that one. That one needs to be redid. Okay, there it is. I have 2 sets of these. We're going to be using the long striper. And then this is a little shorter. It's a little more of a little detail brush. And this is a really short detail brush. I like having these on hand. I like these brushes. I'd like to get a little better quality set. I just haven't right now. I've got that up. Got my paper towels ready to wipe them down. Okay, so I am going to apply this as I would my own nails, or if I was doing it for someone else. Can we just admire Veronica's ring? It's got 2 peacocks. This is vintage, and it's got this beautiful stone. Okay, so the first thing I do is take my little buffer, and we do a buff, 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 and we do a base gel. Of course, I wouldn't buff my finger. Well, sometimes I do. What's nice about that? Oops. Okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I'll pop this back in. Yeah, you can glue this in, and I probably should have, but for today, we might. Let me get my glue, because that's just going to keep popping out. I don't use Veronica that much, and I thought it would be fun to I was clearing my nail area out the other day, and I found her and her twin sister, Vicky, and I was like, you know what, I haven't used her in a while. Why not? You just put a little bit of glue on there, position the tip, just like you would anything else, and you just hold it down, and it will adhere. It's not permanent. It'll pop right off. And they're great. These are posable practice fingers, and I like them. I just haven't really used them. See? Posable. They're really nice, actually. I think I got them off Amazon. The only thing, they are silicone, so every little piece of, like, nail dust, everything sticks to them. It's actually pretty bad. See, now we're all stuck down. Okay, so let's buff this a little bit, just so it. And you know what I didn't get when I was up? I didn't get my base gel. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's top coat base gel. Okay, I will be using Madam Glam base and no wipe top coat. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so we're going to open this base coat. We're going to do a really thin layer on Veronica here. Making sure we wipe the one side of the brush. And I anchor my pinky down. I don't start all the way back, but I bounce it back towards the cuticle, not touching the sidewalls, not touching the cuticle, all that. Okay, now we'll cure that for 60 seconds like we would anything else. So, for the base, I'm going to be using Frenchie. Frenchie is this beautiful, it is a peachy nude, and it is just absolutely stunning. stunning. I actually really like this color. So that's what I used for the base. I'm going to get a little bit on my brush, and we're going to do 2 coats of Frenchie because it is a lighter. It is opaque, but I just feel better with 2 coats. Pretty sure I didn't do 3. We'll see. We'll see if it needs a 3rd coat, but I think we can get away with 2 if memory serves. And if you have a little bit of extra gel run down your brush, just brush it back into the jar. And yes, it looks streaky, but it won't stay that way. One great thing about gel, it does redistribute, it self-levels, so that's nice. Okay. Alright, and as I would anything else, let's get this gel off the skin. Even if it is silicone, we're getting the gel off the skin. Okay, I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 60 seconds. Alright. See, it has a pretty good coverage with 1 coat. It's not perfectly opaque, but I think we can get by with 2 coats. So we're going to go in with the 2nd coat. Rolling the finger. And of course, this is going to be doing different if you were doing it on yourself or on somebody else. You do need to take a little bit control of how the finger moves. You do need to, let them know that you need to roll it, and I'm going to bounce this back towards the cuticle just a little bit. Get that really nice. Yeah, that looks good. Fill in there. But yeah, because you need to be in control of their finger. You don't need to hurt them. You don't need to squeeze tight. You just need to be able to rotate their finger like this. And most will be okay with that. Okay, I'll let that set for a second. And into the lamp for 60 seconds. Alright, so what I do, even on my own nails at this point, I take a little bit, generally I'm out of lint-free wipes right now, but for this, we're going to take a little bit of alcohol, and we're going to wipe off the tacky layer. I'll tell you, and every nail artist is different. I do it because for me, if you have that tacky layer, the brush can glide better, but also it can glide to where you don't want it to. When the tacky layer is gone, I feel you have more control over the polish and the brush where it goes on the nail. So that's what I do. How you feel comfortable doing it is up to you. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the emerald and put it on my palette. And I'm going to get a little bit of dragon and put it on the palette. And I'll bring it over and show you, especially this dragon. Look at dragon. Emerald is a beautiful emerald color, a dark, deep, beautiful green. Dragon has these iridescent flakies in it, greenish flakies, and it's one of my favorite ones. She also has one that's called Pink Dragon, and it's just a chef kiss. It is just beautiful. So let me get Frenchie out of the way before I knock it over, and we are going to put the palette up there. And the first one, I'm gonna get my liner brush first, and I'm gonna fill it. And you want to fill it. You don't want to just put it on the tip. You want to fill your brush because that's how you're going to get these nice lines. Okay, I'm anchoring my finger. And I'm just going to draw a line. Now with lines like this, it's all about pressure. Let me get this out. So, When you're doing nail art like this, it's about pressure. If you want a thick line, you're going to apply pressure, a lot of pressure. If you want a thin line, you're going to apply very little pressure. See the difference? And that's how I do these lines, is I make sure there's enough gel in my brush, and I apply very light pressure as I go down. And you don't have to make it one swift movement. I know there are some that can, but honestly, I'm not one of those people, and I will go different ways. Okay, there's my vines. Let's connect this to the cuticle up there. Make sure that's connected. Okay, I just want to kind of do that. And I'm going to cure this. Now, you don't have to cure this for the full 60 seconds quite yet. I just want to cure it so it doesn't distribute. Gel generally will stay in place, but we want to make sure it does, or that I don't hit it. When I'm doing the leaves, I want to make sure those lines stay where they are and don't get messed up. So I will flash cure it so it stays where I want it to stay. And then I'll come back and do the leaves. So we do what's called a flash cure. I'll do between 15 and 30 seconds, flash cure it, take it out, and then we'll start the leaves. Now for the leaves, I'm going to use this one to get more of a leaf shape. And so with the leaves, we're going to go in here and we're going to make a leaf shape. We're going to go this side and this side, and then we're just going to fill it. And we're going to alternate which way the leaves are going. And on my hand, like this will come down, but like on my other vines, I had them going a different way. So it doesn't look all like the same vine. It looks like different vines growing different ways. And they don't have to be perfect. Show me a vine that is perfect out in the wild. You will not. Nature isn't perfect. And honestly, that's why I love drawing or painting these. And that's why I love nail art. Nail art does not have to be perfect. There are happy accidents. And it's just fun. It is so much fun. And I'll tell you, I'm painting him better like this because I'm doing it off my hand. If this was on my hand, I would have my tongue sticking out. It would be a little more difficult to manipulate my own hand. Okay, now, see how all of those are going up? Now we're going to start from the base here, and we're going to go like that. And we're going to start these going this way. Kind of giving it just a little bit of different dimension. That's all we're doing. And I don't want to crowd the leaves too much. I feel like if you do. And there we go with the leaves. Okay, that's the leaves. And again, we are going to flash cure this because we don't want those. We just worked really hard getting those leaves. We are going to flash cure then. I'm going to set that in there and let that flash cure. And then we're going to come back and we're going to fill them in with that. We're just going to try and pick up as much of the flaky goodness as we can and put them on the leaves. I did not put them on the vines. I just kept them to the leaves, and that's why I use this little one. This little one is really good about picking those up. Now you can use an orange stick. An orange stick would be great for picking them up too. So we're just going to come in here and get a dollop, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to come in here and lay down some. Well, didn't get too much on that one. Let's see if we can. There we go. This was a fun mani. I really thoroughly enjoyed doing this mani. And you can move them around. This has a clear base on it, so it you can manipulate it a little better. Just picking them up and putting them where I think they belong. Now, if you recreate this, you could do this all on your own. I mean, you can do it to whatever way you want to do it. That's what's fun about nail art. Make it your own. Do where you want to. And now we will cure a full 60 seconds on that. And now we are going to top coat with Madam Glam. No wipe top coat. This is generally where that glitter really pops. Yeah. Really is a stunning gel. All right. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comments. Or if you have any nail art or any ideas of something else you want to see, don't be afraid to ask. I'm always up for a new challenge. So just let me know, and here's the reveal.